and welcome to another episode of Tengu Unplugged. Today I'm going to jump into my Steam library and play a game called Capsule. Whether this is going to be very suited for video or not, it's something we're going to have to tell. From what little I know about the game, you're basically playing based on radar. So this may not be a very visually exciting game, but it's supposed to be quite good. It's supposed to be quite interesting, so it's worth a play. Let's give it a shot. I can already hear some voices in the background, so I guess I should keep those going. It's giving me up and down arrows, so let me try that first. Thrust is up and down, steering's left and right. Spacebar is pulse. Okay, well, radar controls. 600 meters, 10 degrees, and not much fuel. Okay, we're off to a great start here. 600 meters, 10 degrees. Well, it said 10 degrees, so I guess I should make sure to try and go for 10 degrees, if it lets me. Must be this. Oh, the sound is awesome though. Give me a great retro vibe. Of course, I'm completely off what they originally told me to go to. Now I don't know where I am. So this should be interesting. It's probably giving me my fuel. See if I can get to 600 meters first. Grab an air pocket. Okay, I'm at 600 meters. Let's see if I can get myself over to 10 degrees. Somehow. I guess I'm running out of oxygen. I'm definitely not flying this by probably the way I should be, but we'll see if I can get there. Just kind of fiddling with numbers now. Air pocket, air pocket. Okay, this is exactly where I was supposed to be, but I guess that's where they started me, maybe? Maybe I'm just supposed to explore. I could always just try that, that's fine. There we go, there's something. Oh, what's going on here? Got some messages, okay. New coordinates. New node identified. Outpost. Approximate distance 1,100 meters. In what direction? Oh, in what direction? What direction? Am I allowed to pick these things up? Oh! Guess I'm not supposed to run into those. Lots of good stuff going on in here. Let's just see what happens when I run into the nitrox. I'm gonna check my stats here. I think it recovered my power. Won't let me do anything with those. Mine. Which mine? The mine that blows me up or the mine that I can mine? Let's just run into it and find out. The mine that blows me up. There we go. Lesson learned. Definitely use some air and fuel. Another mine. I don't have to run into that one this time. I know what's up with those. Nitrox. Let me check my stats. I guess I shouldn't be running into those. It doesn't seem like a good thing. We're obviously running low on power here. Now I get to just sit here and choke to death. Out of power. Sad, sad journey. And everything goes dark. Okay, it gives me a checkpoint at least here. That's generous of them. What to do though? 1,000 meters away, huh? Let's just go way out and circle around and see how that goes. It did say 1,000 meters away, so. Just have to figure out which direction. Oh, grab the air pocket. I just have to kind of stay at about 1,000 meters away. It's just as likely that I have no idea what I'm doing, of course. likely, very likely. But this is definitely a game where just the atmosphere alone is enough to sell it to me. Oh, there's something. Oh, mine. Come on, you're gonna kill me. Okay, I'm out of power, but I made it to 111 degrees, so that's something. I'm trying to trace a circle if I'm doing it properly. Trying to be at 2,000 meters out, because the thing was 1,000 meters out, so I would assume that the other one would be 2,000 meters out, but then again, you can't really assume that, because if it was 1,000 meters out from your start point, and it's 1,000 meters from there, it could very well take you back to where you started. So we're going out 320 degrees. And I'm just going to run for it, because I'm going to run out of power soon enough anyway. Am I grasping this? Oh, I can just imagine if the developers found this YouTube video, they'd probably be screaming at me. Had a lot of oxygen, but of course, because I was thrusting around all over the place, ended up with no power. So I just have to sit here and suffocate for a while. Maybe I can breathe really fast to get back to my checkpoint. Set 1,000 meters away. There we go, blacking out. 1,000 meters away. I mean, they could very well mean just 1,000 meters from your start point. That's possible as well. Ah, there's something. Mine? Ah. That's true. They showed up with giant question marks before, so... Air pocket. Alright. I'll take that. I'll definitely take those two. Yeah, as long as I don't use thrust, I don't seem to use a lot of power. There's something. A way station. Sorry for the spinning, folks. This is not a washing machine, this is me. Okay, I got a way station, whatever that means. Yeah, I know this is a game where you're supposed to figure things out on your own, but I feel like a cargo cult or something, like discovering technology that I have no idea how to use, and yet I feel I know how to use it. So even though it's an iPhone, I'm using it as like a light bulb or something. That's about how I feel right now. I'm just gonna keep going up and up and up and see how that does me. What is kind of interesting about the game is it does give you two parameters, one that punishes you for waiting and one that punishes you for moving. Kind of a nice balance. At least if I'm understanding them right. Because you've got power. If I'm pushing up and down, that seems to take quite a bit of power. If I have a lot of thrust going. Oh, I'm getting nothing out here. Let's try to shift in direction a bit. Yeah, there's bupkis out here. All these lichens and cicads and things. Whatever those are for. But at least they'll run out of power and oxygen at about the same time. What does it mean when I have all of this nitrox and stuff around here? Let's set sail in a different direction. I'll try 180 degrees. Let's see where this takes me. This will take me down, I think. Do I want to go down? Do I want to go up? Do I want to go up? I probably want to go up. Let's go 0 then. Full steam ahead. It's probably worth going back for this. Yeah, it does seem like when there's big clusters of things, there's nothing that's very helpful to me. Oh, that's a lot of oxygen to wait for it to run out. Oh, man. just doggy paddle yourself over to that mine. Finish things off. I'm gonna give this one more shot. I'll probably keep playing it after this, but I probably do need to look up and see exactly what's going on with this game to keep going with it. Otherwise, this is my fate. I managed to find a waypoint, whatever that is. Games of Discovery. But the sound they have kicking is awesome. It's very simple, but it's just, they've got just a really nice echo on it. That echo is really making it work. Even though the graphics are like super, super simple. Dead. Okay, well, let me take a break. I'm going to take a look at exactly what's going on here. Okay, we're going to give this another go. I think I've found someone who figured it out. It's polar coordinates. Of course. Alright, so I should be back at my my spot here. And what I want to try to do is, apparently that distance at the bottom is not a total sum distance, it's a distance to destination. So the best thing I can do is probably line, there's a degree thing there, and I should probably line my heading up to that and then power up. And if I do that, that distance thing goes down, and that's the distance to my destination. So I'm golden if I don't run into a mine. And obviously running at really high speeds consumes a lot of power, so it's probably better to keep things slow, but just enough because you still need to collect some stuff on the way. Air pocket. I need oxygen. Brilliant. So basically, you just kind of piddle along. I need to go 110. Alright. So if your bearing's not changing, you're doing the right thing, basically. If that angle doesn't change, you're going in the right direction. And don't run into any of that stuff. And you can tell by the sound I'm getting close to something. Nice! There we go. Now we're finding stuff. Now things are making sense. Well, kind of. 3 messages. I love this font too. Okay, now I have to go to the LF relay, which is about 1,700 meters away. That's why they're only giving me distances, because I know where I'm supposed to be going, theoretically. So, we've got our new heading, 266 or so. Let's head off that way. I can't imagine running into a pylon is good for you, so I won't do that. Ah, something's moving at me. Convoy. I wonder if that's good or bad. Mine, beacon crate. Okay, let's try picking up a beacon, see what that does. Nothing. Crate? I don't know. I don't know what that did. I got something back. Air pockets. I should definitely prioritize oxygen here, because that's the thing I'm running out of. Air pockets. I'll leave that one in case for some reason I come back this way. Antenna. What does that do? I don't know what that did. I picked it up, and I hear some sounds, so I'm getting close to something. I think it's hurting me, so I'm not going to run into any more of those. And I need to change my heading here. What's that thing? Ah! What does a convoy do? Okay, you just run into it and it knocks you off course, so don't do that. And we're getting close to our relay. Nice! Things are going well. Oh, the sound is so good! Some relay if it's unable to relay. Aliens? Perhaps? Alpha base. Alright. 2,300 meters. So I guess the distances are getting larger and larger, which means it's going to be harder and harder to get to them. So let's set off for 45. Let's grab all these crates. I think, well, we're pretty good. We don't need much. So let's set off for 45 degrees. To adventure. 2,700 meters and beyond. Come on, no mine. Beacon. Yeah, I don't know if I want to run into any of that stuff. Seeker mine. Oh, great. I've got things that'll come after me. It seemed to go after the direction I pinged at. So it's probably a deterrent from making you ping too much. That seems to be possible. So if you're pinging all the time, maybe they'll be able to run right into you and do a lot of damage. Whatever that means. Fuel cell. I like that. That sounds useful. Great. Of course. Way off course. Alright, there we go. So my distance is shrinking and I'm getting closer to my target. I can hear the sounds picking up. Things are going my way. There's Alpha Base. What a great concept. Drifting. 4 messages. Lost contact with the outpost. Probe data. Staff badges. Okay, so there's obviously a conspiracy going on here. Get your staff out now. The lab is reinforced. Something bad is happening. So I guess the next is the outpost. The science lab, okay, where they escaped to. So 3,200 meters away. And I have to make sure I'm going in the right heading here. 98, so about there. Headed a decent clip. I would imagine that all of these pings also use power. It would just be a guess. Another reason for you not to be doing it all the time. Ah! That was not fair. So there's a Shrike. Dan Simmons fan. Hyperion. Convoy. Well, I don't want to run into that anymore, so let's not do that. I've tried that once. It doesn't give me anything good. Uh-oh, things disappeared. Why'd that happen? Drone, beacon, air pocket. I'll go for the air pocket. That seems useful. I don't imagine running into a drone is very good. I'm piggybacking on this guy. I wonder if drifting is a concept in this game. Air pocket. Come to daddy. Sweet, sweet oxygen. vents. I could use some fuel, sure. My heading still seems to be reasonable. Let's pick it up a little bit. I'm running out of oxygen faster than power. Oh, it's convenient. Oh, air pocket. Brilliant. I'm gonna go back and grab that one. That seems like a good idea. Okay. Can never have enough oxygen in space or underwater, wherever I am. Get back on track here. Ooh, an air tank. I like that. And I can hear radio chatter, so I think I'm getting closer and closer to my destination now. Pick it up a little bit. Power is certainly less of a problem than oxygen. Crates. I'll just go to the science lab. Getting farther and farther here. Okay, a sample that doesn't match anything on record. Seal and freeze the samples. Okay, and Gamma Base, 3,900 meters away. Uh-oh, and something's kind of coming my way here. Okay, that's just a convoy. So 308 degrees. And we're off. I'm going to keep a reasonable pace this time if I can pull it off. Because oxygen seems to run out a lot faster. And I can always go back for fuel or oxygen if I do pass it. It seems worth it so far to do that. Yeah, it's probably around here is actually where I should be going. Slipped right through those two. Yeah, it seems like my oxygen is running down a lot faster. They are pretty stingy with the supplies out here. What is that? Dopter. What is a Dopter? I got an achievement for it. I don't know what it is. But hey, everyone needs a Dopter. Alright, let's go. Everyone needs one. Can never have enough Dopters. There's another one. I wonder if it affects anything. Let me check my oxygen and power before and after this thing. Oh, it runs away. Did it do that last time? It gives me oxygen. Okay. So it's worth getting those. Especially if air pockets are going to be this stingy. An Eon Vortex, that'll give me a lot of power. Oh, okay, or it'll take it away. One or the other. I'll skip that Beyond the Vortex and I'll keep going. I won't take my chances. I will go back and get that. It's probably not a good idea to do this, but here we go. Probably came out about the same as going into it. Eon Vents, come on, give me an Eon Vents. I needs power. Ah, thank you. Okay. I'm a little off target there. Okay. I'm closing to within 1,000 meters of where I'm supposed to be getting. Crates, pylons, crates, pylons. If they're saying pylons, am I underwater? Antennas, pylons. It could be the case that I'm underwater. Oops, I'm off course. There we go. Nice! Five messages, I'm getting into this. Well, no, didn't learn a whole lot there, but next up is the comm relay. Just so I don't spoil this game, because obviously if you've been watching me play, you probably get the hint. I'll stop it here. I'm definitely going to play this again and see what happens when I reach whatever destination I'm going towards, if there is an end. I don't even know if there is an end to this game. It does have story, so I assume there is an end. They can't just procedurally write messages forever and ever, don't think. So, it probably does have an ending, but it's very cool. The sound design is awesome. The retro graphics are working for me. Like it. Capsule's awesome. So, if you're interested in it, definitely check it out. I think it was on sale on Steam once, at least once. But even if it's not on sale, it's probably worth checking out. This has been an episode of Blue Tengu Unplugged. Be safe out there. Don't run into any pylons or shrikes. And we'll see you next time.